71 pounds now. We're getting up with the bigger fellas. Still, we're starting out with the 2As, and we have a second Fullhart to look at here. This is Lee Fullhart. There are lots of folks who think this young man is about as good as there is in the state right now. Lee Fullhart of Decorah against Robert Armey of West Liberty. He's only lost one time this year. Again, because they're both in the blue, look at the ankle wrap. Lee Fullhart of Decorah is wearing the red ankle wrap and the red shoes, and Robert Armey of West Liberty is wearing the green.
Well, Lee Fullhart, a state champion last year as a sophomore, only a junior, going for his second. Undefeated, 36-0 with 24 pins. Also qualified in place as a freshman, 5th. The cadet national champion. What that means is that's a national championship in the age group of 16 and under in freestyle.
Keep it in there, work it in, keep it in.
He's working on the double leg on the edge of the mat.
Robert Armey's done in his own right, done a nice job breaking the school record for number of wins in a career at West Liberty, the winningest wrestler in the history of the West Liberty Commons.
Up in the corner, you see the 1A match between Matt Hoover of Belle Plaine, undefeated, against Chris Ortner of Don Bosco of Gilbertville. And then at 3A, Matt Mulvihill, #1 ranked from West Des Moines Dowling, wrestling Chris Lenzing of Bettendorf, coached by Pat Pickford. And Mulvihill's only loss was to Lenzing. So we'll keep an eye on that. 2 points. Is there a score? There is. Fullhart gets it. He's up now 2-0, taking the lead in this match.
Face clear down, green right here. Yeah, 2 red, take down.
2-0 for Fullhart.
Big fireman set.
Scoreboard doesn't have it yet, but it is 2 for Fullhart.
Well, we found them to be a bit slow, not as fast as our crack play-by-play. Doug Brown.
Well, we're watching one match, and everybody else is watching 3, I think, at a time.
Hopefully not the scorekeeper on each man.
Although that hasn't been the case so far. We have 2-0 in favor of Fullhart, and he's riding tough on top with a tight waist. Fullhart with the red shoes. That's the way we're separating them here.
Armey only lost once this year. 38-1. There's Roger Williams, the Decorah coach. Already had somebody in the finals, which happened to be the brother of Lee, who gave a great match just a match ago against Ryan Cummings.
And lost in overtime.
Robert Armey's also qualified 3 times for the state tournament. Placed 5th last year. Kurt Steamer is there with the tie on in the blue there that you can see through there, and he's the head coach.
We're getting ready for a big match at 189 pounds, by the way, so we want to show you the match setup here. There's West Lyon ahead by 3 points in the team score at 2A, and that 189-pound match will be between the only wrestlers left from those 2 schools, and they're going to wrestle it out for this team title and an individual championship.
You get 4 points for a win in the finals. Everybody can do their math.
Let's improve it. Let's improve.
In the second period, Armey started on top here, trailing 2-0. Here comes Fullhart out the back door. He wants to get a reversal. He's trying not to settle for a single point. He didn't even have the takedown. He didn't even get the reversal of the escape there. And I'd say Armey did very well to maintain that position.
Armey's doing a nice job on top here, and he's trying to break down Fullhart before he works for the score. Now that's going to be tougher said than done, or easier said than done, against someone of the caliber of Lee Fullhart. Only a junior, as we said, but already a state champion.
171 pounds.
Armey stays right with him. And with a name like Armey, you know, it could be a little, you could get a complex of going against him because you feel like you're being ganged up on.
And again, the situation here, a very strong wrestler, Fullhart, has trouble coming up off the bottom against Bob Armey of West Liberty.
Speaking of West Liberty, the coach Kurt Damer said that over the past 2 seasons, they've had a very interesting team. We've had several countries represented by our wrestling team: Honduras, Mexico, Germany, and a manager from Finland. I'd say they're doing their job in our global, new global outlook.
Count those last 5 loud. No.
There's the end of the second period. I was just thinking about that, the global outlook, and then the one they send in the title is the Army.
Bottom man's ready.
So,
Come in here.
There's Kurt Damer again.
Demonstration ends up in the military here. We have 2-1. There's the first point for Army. He comes out off the bottom, and so we're going to go at it on the feet for the championship here.
Minute 45 left. 2-1 in favor of the Decorah defending state champion Lee Fullhart.
The referee you haven't seen much of here is Richard Gray of St. Charles, by the way. Fullhart has the leg. Looking for position.
And he has it. Yes, he did. You know, both his all 4 points now, both his takedowns have been scored right on the edge of the mat. He knows where he's at. He completes them. Sometimes that has as much to do right there. He knows where he's at. Look.
Come on in.
Boom. He's in there for 2 points.
4-1 in favor of Lee Fullhart of Decorah, trying to complete an undefeated year with his second straight championship. Get this one first, he figures, then he'll start talking about 3. A minute to go.
Go back, guys.
Iowa Public Television's broadcast of the 1993 Wrestling Championships of Iowa from Veterans Auditorium in Des Moines, live with Tim Johnson. I'm Doug Brown and Dean Borg and Dick Trotter. We're seeing Lee Fullhart wrestle Robert Armey here and lead Armey 4-1 with now 48 seconds to go.
Warning right here. Whoa. Got warning here. We got 1 green. You're still down here, green.
4-3 now. Now that is a big point.
Sit.
4-2.
Cover.
Still a big point because if he can come around for a reversal, it'll be a tie match.
What's the score?
He's coming around. He's got the leg. He needs to drive through. He's going to try it. He's got him. He's got the reversal.
And it's 4-4. Armey in a nice reversal with 20 seconds to go. Now, again, it's a question of can he hold him, because Fullhart can win by just getting out.
He needs to pull it in there and go for a stalemate right here. He needs to pull that leg in.
10 seconds.
Hang on, because he can afford a stalling call.
9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to go to overtime.
We're going in overtime, guys. We're going in overtime right here.
Armey looks ready.
Fullhart and Armey.
I don't know whether Fullhart expected this kind of match. This is a great match.
And away they go. First score wins. It's overtime. They go 2 minutes, but it's the first score that wins. Armey in on the leg. He didn't get it. He has to counter a leg shot now by Fullhart.
Well, he's in good position if he can hook the leg. Whoa! If he hooks the leg, he's not hooking the leg. See, he's got to take his right leg and hook in behind. But he got beat right there by Fullhart, because Fullhart, instead of letting his leg get hooked Armey's leg.
And then came around with his hips, and he's going to win.
Yes.
Oh, what a blow for Armey, who feels, how did I let it happen?
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep it under control. Keep it under control.
Yeah. Did you hear that? He said, keep it under control, and Armey says, I'm sorry. He knew it was emotion. He had that.
Take it in, guys.
Lee Fullhart wins his second. Will be going for his 3rd next year.
Right here.
Tough scramble there at the end.
1 team point.
And an overtime victory for Lee Fullhart over Robert Armey, who has nothing to be ashamed of here. He wrestled a great match. 160 pounds, 1A championship awards are being given, and we'll have those just as soon as we see this final takedown.
Well, Matt Hoover at Belle Plaine has been #1 ranked. He's a high school junior there, 17 years old. And tonight he decisioned Chris Ortner of Don Bosco, Gilbertville, 10-9. Ortner gave him all he could handle, but he hung on 10-9, and Hoover is the champion. Dick has a guest.
All right, Dean, we're going to take a look now at the 171-pound class, and here we see Matt Mulvihill, who has defeated Chris Lensing 7-5, Lensing of Bettendorf, in the championship match. Our guest right now is Gene Doyle.
Runner-up, Chris Ortner, Gilbertville, Don Bosco. And the 1A 171-pound champion from Belle Plaine, Matt Hoover.
He had a tough one. He won 10-9 over Chris Ortner.
Well, you look like the fullback, or
Good smile up there, Matt, for Coach Al Billings. Now we go to the 2A top 6 at 171 pounds.
Class 2A 171-pound awards, Coach Roger Williams of Decorah. 6th place, Corey McLeod, Manchester, West Delaware. 5th place, Kurt Van Hill, West Lyon Inwood. 4th place, Josh Dodd, Manly MCNK. 3rd place, Mark Vanderlinden, Carlisle. Runner-up, Robert Armey, West Liberty. And the 2A 171-pound champion from Decorah, Lee Fullhart.
He won it in a scramble in an overtime. Lee Fullhart, undefeated year, a 2-time champion. 2A team title was settled in the last match you saw, 189 pounds. New Hampton by 1 point over West Lyon. They came all the way from where they had to come in the finals.
Coach Ron Gray of West Des Moines Dowling.
This is AAA.
6th place, Chad Scarborough, Waterloo, Columbus. 5th place, Matt Eldine, Iowa City, City High. 4th place, Chad Rhodes, Newton. 3rd place, Jed Gamble, Preston. Runner-up, Chris Lensing, Bettendorf. And the 3A 171-pound champion from West Des Moines Dowling, Matt Mulvihill.
Matt Mulvihill for Dowling. They've won a lot of titles over the years. He's proud to be standing up there on top for Coach Ron Gray and the great tradition of West Des Moines Dowling. Matt Mulvihill, ranked #1 all year. Let's go to Dean Board.